Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Friday. If it's raining where you're at, there might be a reason. If it might be sleeting where you're at, there might be a reason. It is Friday, Falcon Friday, high afternoon madness. Clearly, there are some people in this particular city, in this fan base, in this culture that is high on something. Real high, real high. Uh, we're gonna get into some keys and expectations for Sunday's Commanders Falcons game in the Benz. We're gonna get into reactionary conversation regarding Raheem Morris, and we're gonna start. We're gonna start off with my reaction and my rebuttal and my integral feelings with a particular segment of STFU. I know some of you all may frequent the Bucket Boys podcast. Um, and I think this week or one of these here days of recent episode, they had a famous Atlanta radio DJ on, and he had some incendiary comments. Now, it's no secret. I know that 98% of this fan base don't give two dead flies rat's ass about Matt Ryan. You all have made that clear. You have expressed that with the adamant and continual disrespect of this man's name, family, and legacy. But Greg Street proceeded to throw Matt Ryan's jersey in the trash on the show and said that if Michael Vick was in that Super Bowl in 2016, he'd have won it. Greg Street should stick to his fucking day job and exercise his goddamn black ass, crusty ass lip right to shut the fuck up. Okay? See, a lot of you motherfuckers like to rewrite history and act like 2005, 2004, 2005 NFC Championship game didn't happen. Okay? In which you all's favorite quarterback, aka Michael Vick, but normally known as the Experience, went into that NFC Championship game and made Brian Dawkins look like he was wearing a Falcon uniform. He got Algie Crumpler ribs cracked clean open. Okay, and commenced to lead the Dirty Birds to an ass whooping by the Philadelphia Eagles. Did you want to say if Michael Vick was in that Super Bowl, we'd have won it? In his opportunity to get to a Super Bowl, he had a choker chain on. But y'all like to tell the Lambeau Leap story. You like to talk about the Rams story, but you completely omits the Philadelphia Eagles NFC Championship game, 04-05. You try to erase that from history, and you get your ass on the goddamn microphone in front of a camera and say what he would have done if he was in that Super Bowl. Straight out of the Vickitis handbook, will you omit history and try to put him in a historical moment? No. Now y'all just need to shut the fuck up. Because yeah, Matt Ryan of 11, 12 years made us a consistent playoff competitor. He didn't put the playbook in the trunk. Matter of fact, he had about 5 to 6 different playbooks and was successful with each one of them. But you motherfuckers keep wanting to run out here and holler about Vic did this, Vic did that. Vic didn't do shit besides put the playbook in the trunk and be in music videos. Now all you motherfuckers around here with your goddamn lips crusted to the crack of Michael Vick's ass and go play the fucking traffic. The one conference championship game he did go to, he completely wet the motherfucking bed without a goddamn diaper on with a diarrhea shit in that game. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting Matt Ryan, the one quarterback that we had that made us a goddamn consistent contender. And the only thing that's not on his resume that could have and should have been was a victory in that game. Everything else he has on his resume, from Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, consistently throwing for 4,000 yards or more in each of his motherfucking seasons here as a starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. And he earned every bit of the money on the check that he got there when and picked up and signed. Okay, the constant and illegitimate disrespect that this man's received. Y'all went at his family. You talked about his kids. You disrespected his motherfucking manhood. And you gave him a label that he did not fucking deserve. Because the numbers say so. Now, Greg Street with his goddamn better not ever walk around him with all black on because the motherfucker swear his ass was motherfucking naked. Need to shut the entire fuck up. You can't rewrite history. No, the fuck you cannot. Y'all love to tell the Lambo story. And you lie when you tell that story. Because special teams and defense won that motherfucking game. You don't want to respect history, don't goddamn speak on it. So sick of y'all goddamn trifling ass, goddamn childish, zero-minded ass motherfuckers around here with this goddamn ignorant ass disrespect of what that man brought here and did him. Makes no damn sense. None. Y'all need to find some real intellectual things to do, like study history instead of trying to rewrite it. He wanted to put a motherfucker on a pedestal that threw the motherfucking playbook in the trunk. While he wore the Atlanta Falcons uniform. He was not a leader. He might have been a cultural video hip hop magnet in music videos. But as a leader, as a starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, no. That would be a no. that would be a hell no. You got them citizens and celebrities alike. Y'all can goddamn go the fuck on with that goddamn disrespect. You didn't appreciate his ass while he was motherfucking him, and you want to keep constantly goddamn disrespecting him and his legacy and the work that he put down. You cannot rewrite history. The one and only conference championship game Vic helped lead this team to, he got there and absolutely wet the fucking bed. Shitted the bed. And left a goddamn diaper rash. Gonna come out your face. How about if Vic had been in that Super Bowl, we'd have won. Man, shit. With the chance he had to get to the goddamn Super Bowl, he didn't goddamn take advantage of it. But ask Andrew Crumpler what he really think about that goddamn game. But don't nobody want to have that conversation. You love goddamn running down here with your little video clips wanting to goddamn try to rewrite the Lambeau game. You can't. The special teams and defense won that motherfucking game. He didn't take over shit like the story that y'all try to like the goddamn tell. He didn't take over a damn thing. Disrespectful motherfuckers. First ballot motherfucking Hall of Famer. And you didn't appreciate him while you had it. Get on my damn nerve with the damn ignorant ass foolishness. Greg Street can goddamn go play in motherfucking traffic and suck a camel dick with acid on it with that fuck shit. Now, from one ignorant ass to another, Homer Simpson, who is started to specialize in shirking and deflecting accountability, decides he wants to say this foolishness in a press release in front of a microphone. Now it's Michael's team. Now it's totally Michael's job to get the team out of the funk. It's Michael's job to pull us out of this. So no amount of coaching planning will be involved. No amount of game planning, designing plays, putting plays together is going to be involved in righting the ship. It's all on Michael Penix, huh? You and the staff ain't gonna have a damn thing to do with it, huh? At all. You and the coach staff not gonna have a damn thing to do with the team getting out of the funk. You know what I'm saying? Righting the ship, huh? Because that's basically what this statement says. You as a coach, Zach as an office coordinator, TJ as the de facto receivers coach. Yeah, none of the offensive leaders on the staff are going to have anything to do with it. It's all on Michael Penix Jr., huh? So now, not just a starting quarterback in his short-lived 6-game career going on 7th, now he's the coach, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, the passing game coordinator, the receiving coach, all things offensive is going to be done by Michael Penix. Okay. All right. What up, Mucho?
What's going on?
No merch, no merch, no merch. Ignorant people on my damn nerves. It just the fact those bullshit at the particular moment.
Yeah, he talking about Greg Street and what? So when that happened today?
I'm guessing yesterday, whenever the last episode of the Bucket Boys, aka the Water Boys, happened, and they had Greg Street on there, and he decided to get real disrespectful with the Michael Vick, and that Michael Vick was in that game, in that Super Bowl game. We won the Super Bowl. No, yeah, please. He couldn't even win the conference championship game that he was in to get to a fucking Super Bowl. The fuck you mean?
Facts. He could barely get to a playoff.
Right. Mr. Playbook in the trunk.
How they expect him to win the Super Bowl if he ain't even sniffing one?
Sound better when you say it. Like I said, they like to rewrite history. They love telling they love telling the Lambeau Leap story, and they lie in that and claim he took that game over when everybody that saw the fucking game know it was defensive special team that won that goddamn game. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat, ATL Leo, the Scottish Psychopath, Will the Thrill, what's happening? Keyshawn Vlad, what's good? What's going on? Ski, what's happening?
It just behooves me that they skipped the whole process in order to get to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They just want to place him in the Super Bowl and say, "Oh, he would have won." What about all the games before that?
Right.
Where's the proof?
I'm just saying. Hey, but I mean, you know, it's and with you know, moving on over to Raheem Morris, aka Homer Simpson, with
this
the
blame game.
Yeah, shirking responsibility, no accountability at all. So right now, as it stands, I'm guessing that Penix is going to be the coach, the coordinator, the quarterback coach, the passing game coordinator, wide receivers coach, the tight end coach, offensive line coach. I'm just saying, along with being the starting quarterback of this team in his short-lived 6-game professional career.
Putting a lot on that man back already.
Man, you know, just Drake London is pissed off. You know, who gives a shit if Drake London is pissed off? He can't seem to catch a cold in the moment, and has one of the 3 turnovers this team has in 3 games.
He should be pissed off, as he should with himself.
With this being a contract year, and you're not off to a contract year like start. Now, am I putting that all on him? Not entirely, but from your effort and output, you know, the ball has touched your hand several times. With a drop to be, you know, in several occurrences. I don't really. Okay, I give on that turnover, the one turnover that he does have. You know, you're always fighting for extra yards. That was just a good defensive play on the defender on that play to knock the ball out. And it is what it is. You can be mad with that if you want to, but then again, you can't be mad at it. I just talk it up to the good defense play. But in all things considered, it's still a damn turnover. Right now at this point, you know what I'm saying, Drake, you got more drops than you do catches. And you can't say it's from a lack of targets. Now, has Michael Penix thrown some bad balls? Yes, he has. Okay, but the ones that have touched your hand, they should have been caught.
Right.
They should have been caught. You know, shit. It's this. You got we got the Commanders coming in here this week. There's obvious motivation. All right, Dan Quinn being one, Marcus Mariota possibly starting. You know what I'm saying for the Commanders being the other. You know, and then you want to bounce back from last week's
debacle.
You know, quicksand debacle. You know, and with what is happening right now, with this team, that being the Homer, you have the Homer Simpson handbook to clueless coaches going on right now.
Donut.
You know what I'm saying? That is what's happening. That is where we're at. You know, right now. I from my end, from my own perspective, there's been a lot of things that have magnified my frustration, my irritation, my anger, my what in the entire fuck is going on frame of mind. You know, and then you add in the zero-minded football IQ of some parts of this fan base, and in some of the things that they're hitting sand on and coming out of their face with, you know what I'm saying? That is just I need a fifth of something that could start a truck. You know, it's just no, I ain't on suicide watch. Nope, never have been. It's just there have been just some of those moments in time as being a long time diehard Falcon fan. It's where it's one of those moments you just be that motherfucking much exasperated. You know, hey Christian, what's going on, Mr. Knight? Yes. Just flipping back, back and forth. Yes, it is Friday, sweetheart. And yes, Mr. Knight, the absolute disrespect of Matt Ryan needs to stop. It does. It has to. He did enough work to earn respect. That man missed 3 games in 12 years. Okay? Just saying. What up, E? You know what I mean? The disrespect has to stop. The ideology of knee pad wearing worship of a guy that didn't give 0 fucks about this fan base and didn't give a fuck about the team and put the playbook in the trunk.
It's a predominantly black station, so you already know they're gonna go with the culture.
You know what? I'm all for Black excellence and what I'm saying, the progression of the community and all that. But okay.
I'm with right is right and wrong is wrong.
Facts. Raheem better win this game Sunday, or he will not survive the season. He won't survive leaving the bins. His ass to be missing and stinking somewhere over in Vine City. I know that's right, baby girl. I know that's right. We you got a Washington team that's coming in here. There, you have some questions in the receiver room. You have some questions in the running back room. The obvious questions at quarterback. You know, Jaden Daniels with the knee sprain. I mean, just big picture wise, you know what I'm saying, football fan, you know, football IQ speaking. I would not rush him. I would be looking forward, you know what I'm saying, because you got three division games coming up, which I think will be more important than this game. But I kind of feel the answerness of DQ, you know, all things considering, especially the way they escaped with that game on last season. You know, but I wouldn't play names. Not this week. I wouldn't. I would hold them to next week. You have a veteran, you know, in Mariota, who has motivation to play, especially in this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know, he has motivation to come out and perform. I'm just saying, you know.
And coming off a good game.
Yeah. You know, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to exacerbate, you know what I'm saying? If he's healing, if the swelling has gone down, but there is still any semblance of any kind of pain, you don't play him, man. You continue to let him get treatment, you know what I'm saying? The electrolysis, the rub downs, the soaking, the hot tub, the ice tub, you know what I mean? Wearing the brace, you know, and all, and let it heal, you know, going forward. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be, you want him 100% when he touches back on the field. You want him to be 100%. You know, and especially, you know, you don't want him in a game going against a defense that has been very physical with quarterbacks to start the season. You know, and who's going to be coming in with a very large Stone Mountain-sized chip on their shoulders, in a goal to decapitate, you know what I'm saying, whoever's back there, you know, calling the signals at quarterback. You know, I'm just keeping it a buck, and while in acknowledging, you know what I'm saying. Let's see. It says 2 losses from 3 games. We need to think about the South now, and we shouldn't be this worried this early. The dysfunction itself, you know, it cause the pause and all things, you know, and irritation. We're at home the next 2 games. You know, we're staring down the barrel. Commanders included, our next 3 games are against playoff teams. We don't see Tampa again until later in the, I mean, what is it, week 11, 12, something like that. So I mean, that get back. You know what I'm saying? Will be later on down the line. We got Washington and Buffalo here. We go out west to see the 49ers, who are right now playing good ball. But right now in front of us, week 15. Yeah, literally the end of the season. Week 15 when we see Tampa again. Yeah, I mean, and they have some issues of their own right now. A lot of what's going on with us is X's and O's and preparation, and all of that on the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like I said on yesterday. It's this team, the players themselves need to really take ownership and take stock in themselves in getting it out there, getting it in, what I'm saying, out there and tightening up the chin strap and cracking some heads.
And Washington having some running back issues, aren't they? And they got quite a few running backs dealing with injuries.
Yes.
Even every third stringer.
Yeah. They got practice squad guys right now, you know what I'm saying, in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? I see the defense coming back out and continue to lay it down and do what they do, but do it on a higher level. I mean, we got to make a concerted effort to get this run game going and feed off of that. We need to go to two things that are working. That has been Bijan, that has been Kyle Pitts. At this particular juncture, you know what I'm saying? We need to run the ball aggressively, you know what I'm saying, with a sense of urgency and roll off of that. You know what I'm saying? Feed off of that. We run the ball aggressively, make them contend with that, you know what I'm saying, and get a little play action, get the mid-range game going, you know what I'm saying? And we run it enough, we can take our shots downfield. We haven't done that enough as well. But to start, we need to run the damn ball. That right there in itself, we need to run the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? Leo says, win or lose, Raheem need to go because he hasn't learned and clearly going to the same shit over and over again. And he need to lay Lanier on a hot Sunday day in the deepest part of the water. Yeah. That is true. What up, man?
I just wanna touch on something real quick. I just got in.
Yeah.
I'm in the other toe. But I was listening to you guys, and y'all said that Greg Street got on that Cuppy Cup podcast and said that if Vic would have been playing, we would have won that game.
Yeah.
So I want to revisit 2005. Playoff game. It's an important game against the Buccaneers. Playoff implications on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And we lost to the Buccaneers. He had several turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Let's take it to 2006. We played against the not only the Buccaneers, but I'm gonna go to the infamous Thursday night game against the Dallas Cowboys. I watched this man literally throw a pass on a 5-yard out route where the receiver had a step where he could get some good yardage off it, and he literally threw it in the dirt.
Yeah.
He threw it in the dirt. And that wasn't just one pass. That was several passes throughout that game.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to talk about how he was able to get sacked in the NFC Championship game by a 300-pound man that you supposed to be so elusive of getting away from, but you got drilled by a 300-pound man in the NFC Championship game?
He made Brian Johnson look like he was wearing the goddamn Falcon uniform.
Exactly. And to add to that, you hung your tight end out the drop. But yeah, this the guy that you said was gonna win us a Super Bowl. See, this is why I hate folks that be like to talk about what a person could do, but don't talk about the whole situation. Because I really want people has not grasped the fact that the Falcons currently hold the record of winning the most games, which is 6, with your defense giving up 28 points or better. Now, with me saying that, that means the offense had to be flawless in order for us to go 11-5. I'm gonna repeat that. The offense had to be flawless for us to go 11-5. So if the offense had to be flawless and our defense was fraudulent, how was Vic gonna do that when he was a turnover machine himself? Matt had 7 interceptions that whole season.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Vic didn't even throw 7. He listen, in 2010, he still threw more picks than Matt. And Matt played all 16. Vic missed a couple. Hey, remember now the game that we lost to Philadelphia in 2010, Vic didn't even start. He got hurt the week before, so they put Kevin Carr back in.
Yep.
The same guy that people like to say, well, they did X, Y, and Z against the Falcons. Y'all want to know what Vic record is against Matt Ryan? I'm going to tell y'all what Vic record is against Matt Ryan.
Let him know.
He's 0-2 against Matt Ryan.
Yep.
The one game that Vic won, quote on, I'm using air quotes when I say this. The one game that Vic won against Matt Ryan was the playoff game. I mean, not playoff game. The 2009 game where it was in the 2009 season. And truth be told, that wasn't even a loss on Matt Ryan because Matt Ryan didn't play that game. He missed that game in the next game, which was against the Saints with turf toe, and we had Chris Redman starting.
Yep.
So the 2 times that Matt Ryan and Michael Vick matched up against one another, Matt won both those games. One in prime time, and one in prime time, and one. Matter of fact, in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial. As a matter of fact, if y'all like to talk about Vic weaponry up in Philadelphia and whatnot, y'all do realize like that 2012 season with the quote unquote Dream Team Eagles, they went 4-12 and we smacked them on the road. We beat them boys like 34-14, 17. Yep. Mm-hmm. We smacked them. I remember specifically Julio catching like a 60-something yard TD pass where he smoked Nnamdi Asomugha going down the sideline.
Yep.
The first touchdown of the game came from a dude named Drew Davis. Most of y'all can't even tell me who that is. Don't even think about it. You can't even tell me who that is. Another unknown guy that Matt gave a touchdown to, Drew Davis. But yeah, that happened. But you got folks like that to say Vic would have did X, Y, and Z if we was no the fuck he wouldn't have. The boy told you out his mouth he was not reading the playbook. He told you verbally, I was not doing my job as a player in Atlanta. But somehow he gonna win us the fucking game. Or do y'all not watch those old games where Vic was atrocious? Because I remember a specific play in that infamous 2002 game where we played against the Minnesota Vikings, and Vic ran for 173 yards with that famously 47-yard touchdown overtime run to win the game. It was very exciting. Mm-hmm. It was very exciting. But I also remember part of that game where Ray Buchanan came up with an interception off of Raina Moss, and the very next play, Vic fumbled the football and get the ball back to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Right.
So like
Vic's playbook was in the trunk, and Matt Ryan had 5 or 6 different playbooks and was successful with all of them. I'm just
every last one. If you want to know how great Matt Ryan was, look at all the people that became head coaches after being his OC. Mike Malarkey became a head coach. Dirk Cutter became a head coach. Hell, y'all don't even know this. Is in the Lost Files of Bleacher Report, but I remember a report. They put out a report back in 2018 when we went on that 3-game winning streak, and we ended up when we beat Washington, and we were back in the number, and we were 4-4. The reports were saying that Steve Sarkisian's name was coming out as a head coaching candidate during that time. Oh, I remember. Pepper Ridge Farm remembers.
Every offensive member of the coaching staff from that 2015, 2016 staff are now head coaches.
That quarterback whisperer that scorches ass loud, the media done started. They right the kind shit in. He became a head coach, but I ain't seen a quarterback he could whisper in. You lie. You fucking lie. Brock Purdy look like ass.
Raheem even a head coach.
I'm talking about the offensive members of that staff.
Okay.
But that's what we saying. So for people to keep saying that Vic would have done X, Y, and Z, all I saw was motherfuckers losing their fucking job. Well, Jim Moore lost his job. Dan Reeves got ousted because of Rich McKay. That's another story. And then, of course, Dum Dum wanted to damn be involved in drug dealing and goddamn dog fighting, which led to his demise and going to fucking jail. And then you their head coach ended up quitting on the team in the middle of the damn season. Right. So this what the fuck we got going on. I don't give a fuck who you are in Atlanta. I don't give a fuck you Greg Street. You could be. Yeah, I mean, I love 3 Stacks, but if you speak negative about Matt Ryan, I don't give a fuck if you 3 Stacks. Fuck Clifford. I like his music to a degree, but fuck Clifford, the big red dog, because y'all mother be disrespecting Matt Ryan and Tyler too much. And what the fuck? He brought this team the most success it's ever had. They literally did a video on each team prime years in a franchise organization. You want to know the time frame for the Falcons? From 2008 to 2017. Who the fuck was the quarterback?
Yeah.
They got a whole video. It's a 2-hour video going through all 32 teams explaining who had the best years in their franchise history. And they said Atlanta Falcons from 2008 to 2017. And I remember correctly, the motherfucker that wore number 2 that gave his all every game was IQB at that time. And yeah, y'all like to disrespect that man. I get tired of that shit.
You know what? Just because, and I didn't do it so Wednesday, but I'm gonna do this. Greg Street, you win this award hands down. You are Sports Tea Dummy of the Week. Just be fucking cause.
Cause that shit is abysmal, dog. The way y'all be speaking about that, man, that is crazy. Because that man literally gave us his all. Do you not? I want y'all to understand what major NFL accolades as a player ever had in Falcon history. I can tell you, none. As great as Dion, I don't even think Dion won Rookie of the Year his rookie season for the defensive side. But you disrespect Matt Ryan, and Matt holds all the accolades. Rookie of the Year, offensive player of the year, and league MV fucking P. Matt has them all. Why are you disrespecting him? The only player in franchise history to get notable accolades across the fucking league, and you want to disrespect him. That's wild to me. The Falcons played in 2 NFC Championship games as a franchise. Matt played in 2 by his fucking self. Not the fucking add to the mix that not only he played in 2 NFC Championship games on his own. He played in 1 Super Bowl, so he matched the franchise total and being in the Super Bowl. So he played in 1 Super Bowl. Like, this man has really carried us. Oh, that's what I'm getting. He has a third of our franchise wins.
Uh-huh. Yeah, BP.
Oh, no, let me correct you, BP. It ain't a third. He owns the record. He broke that record. He breathed about 1 season. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he heard the current record of the quarterback with the most consecutive 200-yard passes in games, because he did it for several years straight. So he holds that record as well.
BP, I need for you to be checking your inbox now. I was trying to get my panel together there and was trying to holler at you to get you in here, sir.
The point I'm making is the disrespect to Matt has to fucking stop. That guy, y'all. This is and I hate to say shit like this, but this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Because you don't appreciate what the fuck you had. You still be shitting on the guy who gave you everything. That man went out there and laid his life on the line several seasons. Matt missed in 14 years. Matt missed a total of 3 games for the Falcons. And I know the last 5 years of playing for the Falcons, he was getting his ass whooped in that fucking pocket.
Mm-hmm.
The man gave you everything, and you disrespect him.
Yeah,
He's Mr. Falcon. I don't care. There's so many legends, but if there's one, he's it. Listen, I don't get. Listen, if you do a Mount Rushmore for the Atlanta Falcons, Matthew Thomas Ryan face better be on the first fucking stone.
Well, I did that show after that bullshit stunt they did on ESPN about Atlanta sports Mount Rushmore.
I hate that shit so damn bad because y'all disrespect the guy that gave the Falcons literally everything. You even put Vic on the list. Why? I'd have had Andrew Jones on there before him.
Wait a minute. Look. Even the great one. Even Brady. And
Game of Barbershop, right? Even Vic give Matt more respect than the fan base do. That's the wild part. Y'all capping for the nigga that he'll tell you that he better than me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what make it egregious. Cause Vic would tell you himself. Matter of fact, he done told y'all Matt did a far better job than what I could ever do. Y'all shitted on him and tried to praise Cam because he's from Atlanta, and Cam got on the goddamn podcast with him a couple years ago and told him out his own mouth. Listen, don't get me wrong. The only time I didn't root for the Falcons when we played y'all, but I was always a fan, and I was always a fan, and I'm here to tell you that the city did not appreciate your efforts.
Yeah.
And he from the A.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Westlake High School.
Mm-hmm.
And he told y'all did not appreciate that man's effort.
Yep.
It was games that we supposed to have lost. Matt went out there and gave his all. We still and found a way to fucking win. One of them Carolina games was like that when we played against them in 2011, which was Cam rookie season. We was down by like double-digit points, and Matt came out of nowhere and gave us 2 TDs in the fourth, one to Julio Jones, 2 and both of the Julio Jones, where he had an out route to Julio, and Julio stretched for a touchdown, and he Julio on a post route, which led to a touchdown. We won that game 24-23.
Yep. And did.
Matt gave you 14 points in the fourth quarter for you to win that damn game. Did we have some embarrassing moments under him? Absolutely, but everybody have embarrassing moments under somebody. That's part of the game. But there were way more highs than lows.
Yep, and Keyshawn, most of that disrespect comes from right here inside the goddamn city that he played for.
They had a Facebook post where they was like, well, the poster from like an NFL meme page telling us nobody's absolutely not taking Matt Ryan over Cam Newton, and the comment section said like hell if we ain't. Charger fans, Giants fans, Cowboys fans. Shit, you saw some Carolina fans say that shit.
Yep.
Literally, it was the fan base across the league all said, why we not taking Matt Ryan over Cam Newton? I've seen folks on Twitter on other fan bases. I don't understand why Matt Ryan get the hate. Both of them talk to me, so I don't understand why your quarterback get the hate he get. He's literally our bright spot. I don't know either, but here we are having this conversation.
It was a Dallas fan that was hoping we got rid of Matt Ryan earlier, so they could get
so they can pick him up.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
That right there, Mr. Knight. That right there. That right there. That right there, man.
I mean, he damn so did, because he told you like, bro, I don't think I did enough. But you don't get in a hall for culture. Like when people like to say, well, he just like AI. No. AI was doing some shit.
Right.
Listen, I'm always have a love for AI. AI is definitely one of my favorite players to play. But I still have a slight hate towards AI. Why? Because he ruined my Lakers' opportunity for literally running a clean sweep across the playoffs. We were smoking shit. We ran through the first 3 rounds, no problem. And this short son bitch come in here, we game 1 and gave us 48.
Yes.
And a dub.
And did.
Vic ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. AI gave us 48 and a dub so bad that nigga, my boy, rest in peace to my favorite player, Kobe Bryant, but that bitch went in the lab and started studying sharks.
Yep.
Vic wasn't putting nobody to sleep. Yeah, you admire his play. He was a great athlete. But John Gruden knew how to play him.
Matt was a last minute drop past defense away from going to 2 Super Bowls total in his career. They should have went in 12. I think the Super Bowl would have been a better game had we got there against Baltimore.
We won. Yeah. As a matter of fact, in the one game that Matt played against that vaunted Baltimore defense, I'll tell people there were several moments that solidified Matt Ryan to me. That game showed me he was our future because he was in his 3rd year. But you went against Ray Lewis, Hello Donato, Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, and a bunch of other great defensive players on that Baltimore. And mouthful, I want people to understand that I think Turner got knocked out that game. We could not run the ball at all against that defense.
Yep.
So we had to win that game on Matt's arm, and he won us that game off his arm. And I said, if you could beat a legendary defense with your arm, you got something.
Ray Lewis said that he carved their ass up. Ray Lewis said it. Matt Ryan carved our ass up.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Baltimore's defense from back in the day. And anytime I saw Matt do a 3-step drop, my heart sunk every so often. Because listen, if there's one person I was afraid, of course Ray Lewis is Ray Lewis, no doubt about it. But if one person I was afraid of on that motherfucking defense was 20, because 20 will house your ass in a heartbeat.
Yep.
So anytime I seen Matt was in the pocket for the pass, but please don't throw a pick because I know Ed lurking so well.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He had no turnovers, and he drew a game-winning touchdown to win us that game. Baby, that's a quality quarterback. You be the legendary defense in your only matchup against them. You be the legendary quarterback in your only matchup against him and Peyton Manning. So you can't tell me, and you could have solidified your legacy if your fucking coaching staff wasn't using their fucking egos get in the fucking way. Because you had Brady looking stupid. I got a homeboy that's a Patriots fan and he tell people all the time, Matt Ryan outplayed my quarterback that night.
Yeah.
He was efficient. He was throwing dimes. He said when the Julio people talk about Julio toe tapping, but people don't understand what the breakdown of that play was. Because when Matt took the snap, immediately he was under pressure. Because we just lost Schrader to play prior to that.
Yep.
Our right tackle just went out the game. So they brought the house. Bill brought the house to Matt. The pocket collapsed. Matt ducks out the pocket, runs to the side, and literally throws a dime on the run. Inch too high, it's an incomplete. Inch too low, it's an interception. He threw a dime on the run. So damn good that a Hall of Fame quarterback that was calling the game started stuttering. Troy Aikman was in that booth. I don't know how that Ryan fits that in there because you can't do it, motherfucker. You can't do it. That's why you stuttering. You can't throw that fucking pass, and you a Hall of Famer. But y'all disrespect Matt. Stop that shit.
That damn run, he outplayed Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady.
The shit should have been legendary if our coaches would have been having an ego trip.
Yep.
It would have been a legendary run.
Yep. Because Aaron Rodgers was like, man, yeah, the pressure was Matt kept the pressure on because he was not missing, and we could not keep up. You carve up the Legion of Boom. You got them. You carve up the Packers who played good defensive ball that year, on top of what Aaron Rodgers did. That, you know what I'm saying, that very damn year as well.
That's when he said they were gonna run the table. They did that. They ran the fucking table and ran right into a buzzsaw.
Yep.
And that was a revenge game for Matt for that ass whooping he took in 2010.
Matt closed the dome on Aaron Rodgers with a certified ass whooping.
And opened a new building with another ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Matt wanted that damn game when he scrambled for that 17-yard touchdown, and when he got up and spiked that damn football, I said, yeah, Matt want this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too. Matt probably had something to do with getting this new stadium.
Yeah.
Of course.
Listen, what Dion said about the Georgia Zone, it's the house that I built. Well, guess what? That Mercedes-Benz Dome, that's the house Matt Ryan built.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Benz got built on Matt back.
So I don't want to hear shit. Now, as far as this damn head coach of ours right now, if anybody show him this, boy, you on my shit list. Well, you was on my shit list from day one. I could have just told you that off top, but you definitely on my shit list because that game last week was absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. We are better than the Carolina Panthers at every part of our organization. We got a better owner. The front office is give or take right now because they all on my shit list too. But better front office, you got a better coaching staff, you got better trainers, and you got better players. Yet we beat them in every statistic category in that game, but somehow we could not score a fucking point, and we got hung 30 on. How can you not score a point in an offensive-driven league? Then you proceed to get in the post game and say, we got our coach. No, motherfucker, you got our coach. Then I got your players telling me on this 3 weeks of the season, and out of the 3 weeks, 2 of the weeks, you don't have players come out and say, we wasn't prepared. That's a fireable offense. How the fuck you ain't prepared the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Facts.
You ain't prepared the first 3 weeks of the season.
Wait a minute now. I'm gonna throw something back on the screen. This was a quote from him. I'm gonna throw something back on the screen because I started the show with.
Raheem Morris, this is Mike's team. Mike's job to get out of his funk, and it's Mike's job to pull us out of the funk. I can't wait to watch him do it. And we got like, what the day is, the 25th?
The 26th.
The 26th. Today's the 26th. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it's 30 days this month. So we got 4 more days of September. The point I'm making here is because next month is October. Everybody knows October is the month of scariness. I need all the scare. I need the Avengers of Scary Men to come out of nowhere. I need Jeepers Creepers. I need Freddy Krueger. I need Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, whoever the fuck else you can grab to slice and dice this dumb son bitch.
Candyman.
The Clown.
The Clown.
It.
The actor that played Candyman, he dead. But if I could just say it in the room with Raheem 5 damn times and walk out that bitch and let him have him. What kind of court is that?
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
That'll be him and Freddy job.
Oh, he can't go to sleep. he'll be awake for 365 days. But that's the point. But what kind of court is that, bro? Yes, I mean, if Mike gonna be our quarterback in the future, yes, this is gonna be his team. But he still played his 6th NFL game. Why aren't you coaching him up, my boy?
Sound better when you say it.
It's Mike's job to get the team out the funk. What about your coaching habits? What the fuck do you do? Because listen, if your job is not to do nothing, then I can get Arthur Blank to hire me so my fat ass can sit on the sideline for $100K.
Damn.
That's what you get for sucking on that chicken bone.
This pineapples, damn it. Talk about some chicken bone.
I'm just saying, it could literally, I could get paid. You giving that man a couple million a year, bitch, give me 100,000, and I could coach a better damn way to victories than what the fuck we watching that dumb son bitch do. But Mike's team, what? You ain't doing shit. What do you do, dog? What do you do?
And Mike still got to earn for this to be his team. To me.
That man said we'll both get Mirrors 11. Candyman and Bloody Mary fight over it. Exactly. Let's go with that plan.
OG, what I miss, man?
Well, obviously, you didn't miss lunch.
This is a fucking pineapple, bro. I mean, healthy.
It's still lunch.
All right, man. I'm eating healthy today, okay?
That shit crazy. I don't understand. Like, how do y'all still be supporting the motherfucker that gets out there and don't be saying shit? The man got out there and said that. You basically told the world you clueless as a head coach. You got our coach last week. Now you saying it's the team is Michael Penix's team for him to grab the team out the. What are you here for? For the aesthetics? This motherfucker my play on 2K. Motherfucker ain't did that. Motherfucker ain't played not one game, but spent all his VC for the aesthetics. He got tattoos. He got a new fresh fade. Dig a little foul in the court, but that bitch is motherfucking 72 when they get in there.
It is again the Homer Simpson handbook of coolest coaching. Is wide open, and he's walking through that thing step by step. It's stupidity. Right? The 16, 17 eyes on this live stream, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to your boy if you ain't already got them locked in. You know what I mean? Do the same for Mucho. Yeah, he's just getting started. We're gonna try to get him a heavy rotation. Once we get everything, straightened out. We doing that. Look, we got again. The Commanders are in here this week. All eyes are definitely going to be on the offense for a multitude of obvious reasons. And like I said to begin with, when I started talking about the team itself, we have to run the ball. We have to run the ball and feed off of that and roll off of that and keep getting the ball into Kyle Pitts' hands. And you know what I'm saying? And then we progress off of that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We have too many options, too much talent to falter like this. And even though like y'all heard me say it, you know what I'm saying, it's Sunday for the first time, Penix looked exactly like what he is, a rookie. He is a rookie. This will be his 7th game as a professional football player in the NFL. And I think, more than anything, the guys in that locker room probably just gonna have to, take stock in themselves, ownership in themselves, tighten up their chin strap, and look to crack some heads, pancake, what I'm saying, run over, run through, attack routes, all in all of the above. The clock is ticking from here on. These next 14 games, starting with this one, it's on and popping from this point on.
Yep.
I hate to even damn say it, but you know what? The playoffs start now. The playoffs start now. Gamer says the only person I think that can save their job is Zach Robinson since the fix is literally just getting into the end zone and scoring points. He is the one that probably isn't fixable. 20 years of losing. Yeah. Whatever he needed to fix, he ain't fixing and hasn't fixed in 20 damn years. Well, that goes along the side of my mantra of, when you call Raheem Morris's name, what comes to mind? I mean, what scheme has he, devised and conquered and dominated and produced stars from? What players have become all pros under his tutelage? You none of that. You can't think of none of that. So I mean, this offensively, it's just going to be a point of, the players making it do what it do in spite of. And we're going to have to run the damn ball and continue to get the ball, the pits, and work off of that and expand off of that. Because right now, Homer Simpson and Homer and Bart right now are fucking up everything. What up, Jerome? So look, it is. It ain't too much more that I could think of to say about this week and what needs to happen this week, or what I want to happen this week. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's just all about you're just pulling it up, watching it, hope for the goddamn best at this point. Because I don't know what else to say. I don't know what other way to look at this fucked up ass shit other than the way it is. I'm just saying. And he really didn't even get that because that he don't devise anything of that nature to actually fucking work. So I mean, you know what I'm saying. It was just saying,
What the comment said he did what in Tampa?
Hold on.
he was saying he got shit. He got the Tampa 2 from Gruden and cover 3 from Dan Quinn.
Unfortunately, slight history lesson. He didn't even get the Tampa 2 from Gruden because Gruden got it for Tony Dungy.
Yeah, right.
That's why, listen, Gruden was fraudulent. Gruden was fraudulent because he won a Super Bowl with Tony Dungy team.
This is true.
And I tell anybody, like, I'm not saying that Tampa defense couldn't have done nothing, but it does help that you traded and got the Raiders offensive coordinator from their team, and then you still pretty much using his playbook the next year. He know your playbook, so that's easy money. He tearing your ass up. That's why Rich Gannon threw several picks in that damn game.
He threw 2.
He threw about 3.
In that Super Bowl, it was 2. 1 was tipped.
Oh well, okay. One on one his fault, but I know the one to Derrick Brooks, that was a pick 6 that was on him, and he threw another pick 6 I think that was on him and whatnot. But neither here nor there. Like
you're right. He did. He threw 3 because Dexter Jackson had one.
I think Dexter had he had 2 picks. He had 2 picks.
And the twin boy,
Rondé,
and Rondé had one, and then, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So he had 4 picks in that game.
Yeah.
Leo, you ain't lying. We know Raheem, he'll fuck it up. And then listen, here's another thing I want Falcons fans to understand. Y'all killed, and I do mean y'all killed a guy like Arthur Smith for his time in Atlanta. Not realizing that this man came to the Falcons with no money and really no team. Your number 1 receiver bucked on you before the season, before you made a training camp, he bucked on you. So you trade him out. Then the guy that you had to replace him, he had mental issues. Couldn't find out the nigga gambles. Now, listen, damn, it's so unfortunate that everybody, the NFL wasn't supporting Prize Picks and shit during that time frame because he'd have loved it.
At least he knew to run the ball.
And then, like I said, you had a makeshift team. This is what Arthur Smith had to deal with for 3 years. Granted, the team did get better, but he still had much work to do. Now, if he wouldn't have been successful last year, then, of course, put him on the chopping block. But me personally, I don't think he wouldn't have failed last year. I think we would have made the playoffs. But with Raheem Morris, we missed the playoffs. And the way shit going this year, we might miss them bitches again.
Yeah.
The crazy part of it, listen, I'll tell you about it. The worst thing that can happen for Raheem literally is this week. Not only that you cannot afford to lose in Sunday's game, but to lose to Dan Quinn and Mariota. Oh God.
Yeah, the city will be on suicide watch.
But knowing the Falcons, they'll go out there and they'll play a dominant game, and everybody be like, "Yeah, but I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I'm not even clapping that shit up. You win that game, I'm just gonna sit there."
Gamer says, I'm in that camp of people that wanted to keep Art. He had flaws, but his no-nonsense attitude is what I loved about him. I like seeing him fired up over mistakes, made me feel like he fixed them.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Bill.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When Bill came available and motherfucker was talking about like the Falcons was heavily recruiting him. But listen, I don't give a like I told people. One thing about the Patriots organization, you will always have asterisks by me because y'all got too many scandals. You had the Flake Gate, you got Spy Gate, you got this gate, you got that gate. I don't give a fuck. But what I will say, he wanted to win. But what I will say is this: if that meant that we had to if the Falcons had to take a heel turn to win championships, well, damn it, call me Eddie Guerrero. I lie, I cheat, I steal.
Listen, you had a man, arguably the best to ever do it, that had 8 chips up on his fucking belt. You did the fucking take to get him here to turn your franchise around. Between Bill and Wink Martindale, there's no excuse for letting either one of those two getting out of town without signing the deal.
On it. Sure, I'm doing the sports podcast, dog.
And you're right, OG. There was no excuse.
Don't do that.
Don't. You ain't lying, OG. There was no reason for neither one of them men to walk out Atlanta. Listen, the only thing Bill Belichick should have walked out of Atlanta, and when he walked out of Atlanta, he should have walked out of Atlanta back to New England to pack his shit to come down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all Bill Belichick should have did. He supposed to walk his ass up there, get his shit, come back.
When he walked off that yacht with Arthur, he should have been walking somewhere to goddamn put his goddamn John Hancock on the contract. He should have been retiring, you know what I'm saying, closing his career with maybe 2 or 3 more chips and setting us on the path of, you know, parade
stability, foundation.
Stability. Yes.
Identity.
Because imagine, say if Bill did get the job last year, and what if Bill would have took that Falcons team to the NFC Championship game his first season? Just put that in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
That's setting a foundation, changing the culture, as y'all like to eloquently put it these days. That's what he would have done. The shit would have been mind-boggling if he went to the Super Bowl the first year. Oh my goodness. Listen, don't get me wrong, and there's no disrespect for all the coaches that played here, like Jerry Glanville, Darren Reeves. You know, I give Quinn some credit, but not too much credit. And Mike Smith as well. But like, if Belichick happened to win a championship as a Falcon head coach, motherfucker, you the greatest Falcon coach of all time.
Yeah.
Because you gave me something that I longed for, a fucking title.
Yeah.
And I don't give a damn about not now gate that come after that. But they say y'all was doing X, Y, and Z. Shit, it was good for New England, it was good for Atlanta.
Straight up. You do whatever the fuck it takes the damn way to be standing up there with that Lombardi and the confetti come down at the end.
I don't give a fuck if he got a person acting like a goddamn paparazzi and taking pictures of a football player getting his dick sucked somewhere. Use my language. But if that's what it takes to win chips,
You're right.
That's what I want to see.
Oh yeah, he would have did something about us not getting our calls either by the refs.
Come
Oh
on,
yeah.
son. Cause y'all
Oh
better
yeah.
believe Bill. Listen, Bill was a no nonsense, but he stayed in the referee face.
Yup.
And that's another thing I missed about Arthur Smith, because when a bad call took place, he was in the referee face. Bullshit happened to us, but he'd just be standing there like a damn man.
Going
Facts.
gone.
Well,
Like Bill, listen, Bill would have been all in that damn front office with the lead, sending in tapes. You missed that. You missed that. Why you call that? Why you call that? Come on, bro.
mm-hmm. Yup.
He'd have been having Roger Goodell working overtime.
Listen, the boy, that goddamn competition committee hated his ass because he was presenting evidence like a motherfucker. Y'all
Come
right.
on.
Call. This shit shouldn't have been that way. We should get this call. Shit.
And the thing about it is, like I told folks before, seeing a former New England Patriot, I forgot the dude's name. I think it might have been the running back James. Was it not James Butler? I forgot the dude that they caught on the pass against the Super Bowl. But he did a podcast with Raw Room, and he talked about how when they played, I think Buffalo on a primetime game, and Brady had a badass game. He said Belichick going through film, nobody ain't saying nothing. Then he got to the Braves where Brady was fucking up. He kept rewinding them, playing the back, rewinding them, playing the back. Then tell my son, now how can we win games when our fucking quarterback is out here making abysmal ass throws like this? They said Brady sat up, he looked around the damn room, he picked up his shit, walked to the locker room, got in his locker room, picked up the phone, turned out the text, and leaned back. But it was like, no. So you go over there after the film session, hey man, you straight? Brady said, oh yeah, I'm good. He just fucked up. And that man said for the next 2 months at practice, it wasn't a false start, it wasn't a drop pass, it wasn't a miscommunication. That's how you win games.
Mm-hmm.
Cause who you know go 2 months without dropping a fucking pass?
Facts.
That man said they went 2 months without no fuck ups at practice. That's what you need as a coach who likes firing your ass. He didn't give a fuck because motherfucker sucked Brady dick in the media. He gave no fucks about that. You still a player, and you fucking up. So I'm gonna call you out for fucking up. You wanna know how much of a no nonsense guy he was? Malcolm Butler came in late on a meeting during Super Bowl week against Philadelphia. That boy Butler ain't play a fucking down.
Nope.
No nonsense. I get tired of hearing about players, coaches. Don't get me wrong, they are helpful, but I need somebody that's gonna hold players accountable too. Get on their ass when they messing up.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, gentlemen, you got the rest of the game gonna be in there at 9 o'clock tonight. Y'all stay tuned for that. You know, the ATL Sports End game. You know, the crew got some clowning ass goddamn righteous shit going on tonight. Tune in for that. Look, y'all know what it is Sunday. Y'all know what it's gonna be on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the sports. You got a lot of sports going on. Tech, Wake Forest, Georgia, Alabama, Dirty Birds, Commanders. Plenty of that for you. You know, I'll be back Monday. You know what I'm saying? Talking all about it. There will be halftime shows for both games for Georgia Tech and Wake Forest and Georgia and Alabama. Tune in for that as well. You guys got any more thoughts? And, throw it out there and we gonna get on up out of this thing.
Well, I just have no expectation, just a hope and a dream. You know, hopefully we could get it together. I do want to see with everything going on, regardless, I do want to see us, you, put everything together and win.
Right.
And like I said, I have no expectations. Only have hope and a dream and what I want to see.
Facts.
So yeah.
Yogi Bear, you got anything you want to say?
Who the hell is Yogi Bear?
That owl. That motherfucking owl.
All right. Watch your damn mouth. Get your ass on, G.
I listen, it didn't make it no better the way the camera angle was at the time when he said it, and I looked down at you and I was like, damn, he really do look like Yogi. That's crazy. That's crazy. You's a Berenstein Bear looking motherfucker right
now. Hey. Listen, LT, I agree with what you said about Belichick, man. We should have had him. And I'm be honest, I wanted Jim Harbaugh as well.
Yeah, I would have took that too.
I want a coach that don't get in everybody's ass. I don't give a fuck who it is.
He was number 3.
Out of this soft ass coaching shit that ain't getting us no damn way. That's all I got.
For me, my closing remarks is Kirby ego ain't for the ruin my weekend, and neither Squidward's house. That's the head coach of our head as on our sideline on Sundays. Neither y'all not gonna ruin my weekend. No, the fuck you not. You're not gonna ruin my weekend. I'm gonna enjoy my weekend. You not gonna ruin my shit. Cause listen, don't get me wrong. As confident as I mean, I could be confident in Georgia beating Alabama, but I also know Kirby's ego getting the fucking way every single time. And that's why I don't be excited. Like I like the trash talk, no doubt, because fake ass Alabama. Motherfucker ain't never even been to Alabama. Be Alabama. Go Bama. I hate y'all. I hate y'all so motherfucking much, bro. Like, as a person, I had to ask this question. When did you become an Alabama fan? Because as a dude that's very knowledgeable, and I remember my youth, most people were either Ohio State fans, they were either Texas fans, USC fans, Miami Hurricane fans, or like those type of schools. Those were the schools, or Michigan fans. Those were the schools that was known, or even add Oklahoma to the mix. Yeah. Those are the schools that was known at the time. You know what I'm saying? When people were all of a sudden, now everybody roll tide this, roll tide that. Motherfucker, win. Because I remember when Alabama was not even, they were hardly even being ranked in like the early 2000s. I remember that shit.
Hold on. You know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that. A lot of motherfuckers, they call themselves Oklahoma fans. They don't even know who the hell Barry Switz is.
Trash.
You barely know who Barry Switz is, and your ass wasn't even goddamn born when he was in that Oklahoma wedding.
But give him credit, he know his history. It's motherfuckers that just don't know their history. You claim you a fan, but you can't tell me the depths of the history of a team. Right? How you a fan?
Like that's like the Oklahoma fan asking who Bob Stoops is. If you don't know who Bob Stoops is, you're not a fan. Everybody,
but I'm just saying that's the only problem I have is a lot of folks been screaming roll tide for like the last 20 years, and I'm saying to myself, when did y'all become roll tide fans? Because I remember specifically Alabama was not known as a powerhouse during like the late 90s, early 2000s. They just wasn't. They was not a powerhouse.
A lot of these motherfuckers have to look up goddamn Paul Bear Bryant goddamn to know anything.
Come on, bro.
They had to Google it, and
that's like Pat's Nation. Cause let me ask y'all a question. Since Brady and Belichick been gone, how many people y'all see in y'all timeline yell out Pat's Nation?
Right.
I'll wait.
Look, I tell all these young ass New England fans, if you don't know who Andre Tippett is and Eric Grogan, shut up. You don't know who
they can't even tell you. They can't even tell you who goddamn Troy Brown and Kevin Falk is.
Right.
I told
Right.
you. Hey, I
Right.
told you, boys, there's some Brady fanboys. I keep telling you.
Look, man.
I have more confidence for Saturday game than I do Sunday game, though.
I agree. But neither one of them for the ruin my weekend because I know Kirby. Kirby listen, motherfucker give you the game plan to beat Alabama. Kirby go out there and go against that bitch. You be like,
Hey,
I want
listen. I have no faith as long as Mike Bobo is still the offensive coordinator. None.
I be looking at Kirby. I'm like, I want to take that Ford truck that you be in them damn commercial to run your ass with that bullshit.
All right, man. Look, like I said, y'all tune in ATL Sports in game tonight, 9:15, I believe. Got some good shit. Look, man, we're gonna keep it A. We're gonna keep it dirty. Most notably, gonna keep it real with yourself. Let your next choice be your best choice. All right? Look, y'all be safe out there. It's Friday. It's doing a little raining around and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe, man. We out.
All right.